What is that I hear? That whistling. That strange burning sound. It sounds like Dungeonetics. Hey, I see you there. When I think of ultraviolence, wanton destruction, I can think of no better crew than the lovely gents and lady you're about to listen to. After seeing, witnessing, and bearing the blazing eye of a Demigorgon, our party joins up with a soon-to-be sacrificed Helmeth to dredge the Dark Lake out of the abyss. Official D&D. Enjoy.
The Dark Lake.
Alright, you asked where you need to be. Cool. Alright, so the group travels on the first day, so you get through basically about 18 to 20 hours just drifting. The slaughter of the Kuatoa seems to have sated most of the aggressive carnivorous creatures in the area, and the presence of Demigorgon through the Dark Lake in this region definitely disrupted and caused a lot of creatures to flee. And basically is just verifying, like, some days will be like this, some days won't be as easy. Just be prepared. So for the first day, you really just drift. At some points, the current picks up and you're able to make some good speed. Most of the rest of the time, you are rowing where you can and just kind of moving through the currents. It is utterly pitch dark around you, aside from occasional moments like this where you will float through a cavern where lichen and phosphorescent fungi have grown up along the stalactites and stalagmites and stone pillars of the chamber, leading kind of a weird milky green glow to things. But the rest of the time, you're really just drifting in the dark. And even with dark vision, keep in mind, that's only 120 feet. So you can see out to 120 feet, and then from there on, everyone is in the same boat of being surrounded just by pitch blackness, completely inescapable pitch blackness. So as I said, the first day goes fairly uneventfully, kind of getting used to being on the water. Helmeth tells you that in terms of foraging, that you will see some islands as you go. And sometimes he says they can be a good place to get out and stretch your legs and get a quick rest. You also should be aware, though, that not all of those islands are uninhabited. So some of them you might have a bit of a fight just by virtue of occupying there. So you are now on the 10th day of your trip. So everybody has had a chance for an extended rest. It is not the most peaceful of extended rests, but you have, in fact, had extended rest. Unfortunately, Sindri and Rush are still under the effect of the...
10th day? 10th day?
It is the 10th day, but you...
Well, 30 hours.
Right, but you were affected on the 8th day.
Oh.
10th day.
Yeah, so you're... Once you get through today, you should be all right. It'll be... You've been roughly 24 hours so far, I'd say. Okay. So once you get through today, you'll be restored.
Not that I know that.
Unfortunately,
I know blood forever.
Unfortunately for Sindri, he's got a ways more to go.
Sindri's just like twitching in the corner.
Sindri's just kind of twitching gently in the corner.
I can fix you up right now. Just say the word.
Who is in the front of the lead
How did you
boat?
fix me?
Yeah.
Looks like Prince Darendil and Sarah.
Great,
Any
give me a
problems?
perception check for both of those.
Who's got Sarah?
Just a heads up. I did write a quick song for Eldith here to give her bardic inspiration, which is
Oh, I
my
have Sarah.
56.
Who has Sarah?
Whenever you're ready me to sing it, I totally can too.
So whenever you'd like
I'll
to.
wait.
The wisdom?
Yep.
3. 11.
11
Yeah. For Sarah.
for Seraph and for Darendil.
3.
Oh, 3. Okay, great. And let's all make, if I could get the survival checks also that we do every day.
Eldith will make one.
Yeah. And
Is there a limited number we can make, or do we all do
you're
one?
basically making one for the group, but you can do it with aid. So I think you've got 2 people. I think you've got a total of, if I remember correctly, when you were on land, you had a total of 4 people that were contributing.
Yeah.
I think Nod may have been one of them.
So was our blind
Yeah.
guy.
And so is he. All right, so you may be down just to
Well,
one.
you said you have greater restoration, right?
Yes.
Did you want to use that
Yes.
before like the day was over when you had a spell slot or something?
I've offered it, and he
Okay.
said he didn't want it.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Unless you...
I guess on the 9th day we could have taken it strategically. We could have done it.
Yeah, if you'd like to.
Let's do it.
All right, you're restored.
Another spell slot, 10th day, easy.
Greater restoration spell?
Lesser.
Medicating.
Lesser.
Oh,
Sorry.
lesser restoration?
Yeah.
Okay, would that help?
Let's see.
Watch it on you.
Lesser restoration, yeah, you are no longer affected, so Rush is no longer blinded.
I'll kiss Duncan for like on the forehead, I guess.
You sweet
Oh, that gives me the
man.
Do you
glare.
have 2 of those?
I got 2 second level slots, so yeah.
Well, you could also use one on Sindri if you wanted.
Oh,
yeah. Comedic value.
So much better.
And remember that it's the gods that make us, and not us that make the gods.
All right.
Yeah, whatever.
Crazy fish people.
They are crazy, aren't they? All right, so someone want to help
All
me
right,
with
so
fishing? Bunch. I'll do some fishing. We're doing navigation right now, or fishing?
I can.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, 2 of you can do the fishing, and 2 of you can navigate.
Okay. I'll fish. I'll fish.
Alright, so Eldeth, I assume, is navigating.
What do you have?
Eldith will navigate.
And is somebody going to assist
for your
Eldeth?
survival? I can assist
I'll
her.
do.
I don't have any All right, I'll skill help in you. it.
Okay.
Then you, just then you don't have to,
Watch
you
out.
just
Okay.
aid her, and then
Right.
she'll just roll twice.
Give
Okay.
advantage.
Give her advantage. Yeah.
Plus guidance.
And I'll be
Ooh,
scanning the environment.
That's crap and less crap. 16.
24 for fishing.
Very good. So yeah, you actually Rush is pretty good at fishing. Yeah, he's actually remarkably skilled at fishing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
manages to score you quite a bounty. You're a little bit in trouble with fresh water though, so that's something you might want to try to conserve a little bit more of, or find a little bit more of when you have the chance. Food's not going to be hard to come by, but definitely realizing that this water is not drinkable. And in terms of navigation, Eldith manages to keep you pretty much on track with the assistance of Helmeth. Great. So, the problem that you run into, unfortunately, is that the 2 folks that you had in the front spotting are not very good at it. So, unfortunately, you guys end up running aground on a series of stalagmites that are jutting out the bottom of a tunnel. It's just below the water line, but neither Sarah nor Darendil actually notices. So it ends up doing a total of...
Right, mending. Wait, did I get mending? No, I didn't.
You
Yes,
do?
mending.
Okay.
Seemed like something that would work for a forge player.
I was planning on getting it at
Alright,
some
so
point.
each of the boats has 100 hit points. The lead boat just took 29 hit points of damage from scraping across the stalagmites underneath, and is also stuck.
No. Stuck does not sound like a good thing to do.
I don't know who this little guy is over here. That little fella? Don't you worry about that little fella. And as you guys are realizing, everybody kind of lurches to a stop. Make a dexterity save for whoever is piloting this boat primarily.
Elveth.
Is it Eldith?
I think so.
1921.
Outstanding. So Eldith is able to bring up the boat behind short so that it does not ram into the other one, and the towboat also kind of drifts, which is handy because at that moment,
Big monster. Big monsters.
Uh-oh.
smashing out of the sea, or out of the dark lake, two of these creatures.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, they're like marrow.
They are marrow. That's precisely what they are.
The beauty of
Flo,
mermaids has been greatly
Flo, make an
exaggerated.
intelligence check.
I've seen these fuckers before, guys. Fantastic. That's actually really good. Intelligence?
Yep.
20.
Yes. So Flo can identify them accurately as
Where have you
marrow.
seen Marrow?
They are big, they are tough, they use these harpoons, and will try to pull you out into the water with them. So you must be cautious, and everybody roll for initiative.
Alright. Oh my fucking god.
Yeah. That's
Wow, that's actually incredible.
All right. Anybody above a 20?
Yes, 21 for
21 for Fang. Great. And remember to roll for your NPCs too if you've got one. 15 to 20.
Duncan got a 20.
Rush got 15.
18 for Daredevil.
The flat read. There appears to be a statement from the captives of my dog. Real Doofs is the podcast Adventures with Drew, a guy who has seen a lot of important and classic movies, and his two doof friends, Brian and Joe, who have not. Listen as Drew makes the doofs guess what they think these movies are about, based only what they know from pop culture. It's pop culture. Yeah. Do the doofs come close to knowing what these movies are about? The only way to find out is to listen. Go ahead and listen. It's every Wednesday. Alright. Love you too.
Okay. Fane, you are up first.
Alright. I'm gonna move over here. 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna take a shot at monster number 1 with my hand crossbow.
Sounds good. Which one is one?
Oh, that's stupid. I'm gonna throw a firebolt at it.
Which one is one and which one is two?
This one's 1, that one's 2.
Thank you very
That
much.
one's 3, actually. Oh, 1 and 3.
Close enough.
1 and not 1.
Two's gonna show up fast.
I will firebolt. So that is a 1d10 damage. And plus 5 hits, that's a 22 to hit,
Oh yes, very much so.
and 2 damage.
All right, sounds good. And Duncan?
That's awesome. Duncan has second level spells. I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
I saw this coming. Yes. Spiritual weapon.
What does it look like?
It looks like a giant flaming hammer.
You can tell.
Flaming meaning it's rainbow colored.
Yeah.
It's not
Okay.
actually
Of
on
course,
fire.
it's June is Pride Month.
Give me 2 crimes. Hit sharks with hammers.
And he is going to take a whack at number 1 with said hammer.
Sounds good.
That's a 19.
That will hit.
Sweet. 1 plus your spell modifier, right? So
Yes.
6. No, sorry, 4.
4 points.
4 points of damage.
Okay. 4 less than he used to have.
And that was his bonus action. I can still use an action, which I can cast a cantrip with, so I will...
Casting of the spiritual weapon is a bonus?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
Yes. So
Why
I
it's so
actually now
ridiculous.
cast Sacred Flame on the same one. It would be
Outstanding.
a Dex save of 13.
Let's see. Oof, unfortunately it makes a 19. So
Wow. That's a lot, First time trying 2 spells in one round.
Yeah. Get a
not
little
too
confused.
shabby, not too shabby.
Still working the kinks out.
Oh, actually, so back up there, point of order on that.
Yep.
You actually can't cast 2 spells in a single round. Even if one of them has a casting time of a bonus action.
Unless the other's a cantrip.
Yeah.
Correct. Oh, and Sacred Flame is a
Sacred Flame is a
cantrip. I keep thinking Sacred Flame, I think in the older editions used to be a level 1, and I keep getting it in my head that it's still a level 1. So, perfect. All right.
It's a cleric's answer to Firebolt.
See it? I got you.
Oh, thanks, brother. There you go. Okay. Thank you very kindly. Darendil is up.
Quagga
We should have a
will.
lot to just.
Get off my boat!
Get a dex save for rush and nod.
Oh no.
As he
Nod's
charges.
okay. Just thinking that if somebody moves past you like that, especially Quaggoth size, you have to try to stay on your feet.
Dirty 20.
That's good enough. All right, my friend.
All right.
Say dirty 12?
Yeah.
Not natural?
Not bad.
I like that, yeah.
So the first
It's 20, if you will.
I've heard that.
A gentleman's
so,
20?
Prince Darendil slashes at this merman. What's it called again?
It's a mirror.
Mara.
I'll accept merman, especially in that particular merman.
Nemo.
The first claw is a 9.
That will not hit, unfortunately.
The second claw is a 24.
Well, that would. That's a little feast or famine there. I like it.
And that is a 4 damage.
Perfect.
Slash.
Outstanding. And with that, we move to rush.
Can I hit number 1 from where I am, or is that...
I don't know.
You look adjacent.
Yes.
May I?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Looks like is he adjacent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Ooh, more fish. And then I'm gonna... Then we short sword and sashimi this. 22 to hit
22 will hit.
for 6 damage.
Okie doke.
I'm gonna flurry of blows, put my short sword away, and punch. Beat the fish.
Beat the fish. There's one thing about
18 to hit for 7 damage.
Great.
And then second one, 12 to hit.
Unfortunately, that one won't.
Okay. Yep.
All right. Well, let's see here. Well, I can only really do one of them because this is 10, 15. Actually, I think Fairy Fighter might actually light both of them up. It's a 20-foot cube. So 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah, both mutual.
Nice. Yes.
It's
Good.
creatures of your choice.
As well as
right?
all. Oh, it is?
Yeah, well, actually, it's. Let's see. Yeah, of your choice.
Gotcha.
Oh, thank God.
Disco party.
Number 3 makes a 2 for the save. What is the save on it? Is it
Save on it is.
It's a 1.
Should be like 13 or something.
Yeah, dexterity saving throw.
That's it, yeah, so that's it.
It's a really shitty bar.
And then the other one only gets an 11.
Nice, yeah.
So both of them are now lit and outlined in what color is the
Oh,
fire?
let's go with an enchanting emerald green.
I love it. Anything else from Flo?
I'm good.
Eldith.
Helmeth will fire her shortbow. Still targeting
I
number
would
1.
number 1.
That stinks, and that stinks less.
You're probably
6 and a 14.
14 will hit.
14 will hit.
Which was the one she was firing at?
Number 1.
Number 1. Good.
For 4 points of piercing damage.
Outstanding. That seems to be the average. We're doing about 4 points every time we hit tonight. All right.
It's like a 1 plus here.
Sindri is up.
Alright. Sindri is like kind of furiously cranking his crossbow in the corner, and you see that sparks coming out of it. And he takes aim at monster number 1. So that was casting a spell, Arcane Weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And now I will shoot it at this creature number 1.
Advantage.
Oh yeah. That's 20 something.
12 feet long, basically.
I've seen them on my child's Magic the Gathering card game.
So that's 4 plus 4. That's 8 piercing and 2 lightning.
Nice. Alright.
Does the lightning seem to have any special effect?
It does not, but it doesn't seem to not have any special effect either.
Gotcha.
So, total normal effect. Zareth is up. Bupido.
Remind me again where Bupido is.
Bupido is in the very back right corner of the first block.
Oh, that's so good.
He is right next to Monster.
Oh boy.
Bupido is here.
Have me.
Friend, I want to stab it in its face. I want to carve off things on it. I want to make soup.
Yeah, Bupido might realize maybe a hand crossbow might be a little bit better though.
Does he have a knife on him?
He only has a short sword.
He'll use the short sword.
Okay, right.
Alright. If Bupido has an opportunity to stab
Advantage.
something, he will stab something.
That's what I respect most about him.
It's a 14.
That hits.
Okay, good. All right, in that case, it's 5 piercing damage.
Outstanding. That is
Well done.
enough to kill him. So,
Holy.
Bupido actually goes over the edge of the boat with his short sword. I'm going to make soup of you! And stabs the thing, and it just, as he jumps off and hits it in the chest, he stabs it, and he's riding it down into the water. Stab, stab, stab! Let's see. Darendil, make a reflex or dex save for Darendil, if you would be so kind.
Oh no.
Oh.
Okay, so Bupido is now in the water, splashing around. But the marrow there is dead. The bad news is that the marrow on the other side is not dead. So it's got poor Helmeth right there. Let's see. So that is going to be a 24 to hit.
Oh.
So you don't have, I don't have Helmeth.
We don't have that block room.
It does 5 piercing damage. And now, would somebody care to roll a d20 for me?
Alright.
19.
Big boy.
All right. So although
Good boy.
pierced with the harpoon, when the creature yanks the harpoon out, it rips out and does not, in fact, drag Helmeth kicking and screaming over the edge of the water, which is a good thing.
We'll call that a win.
Ultimately.
Yeah. Missing about an ounce of flesh, but
Fine. Or sorry, fine.
fine.
I don't know where I got there from.
Sacred Flame.
Sounds good.
Where the hammer fails, Sacred Flame.
It is a 17.
Also fails.
The only thing I've been able to roll decently tonight, though, is those saves.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough. Okie doke. Darendil is up.
He's gonna move over here
Tech save.
and attack.
Now in the water you can hear, but my friend, have Bupido out of water! It's less exciting than Bupido thought it would be.
What do you think Darendil would do? Grab his friend? Probably.
No way.
Darendil
Darren's got bloodlust. Yeah.
Oh, Darendil's got the crazy on his face.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is a 20 and a 10.
You get advantage on
20
all
hits.
those attacks.
Oh, I did get advantage.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I forgot advantage on mine too.
Got advantage on
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
stupid
Can I attack
people.
with it?
Yeah.
Mine's
Oh, did you miss with the hammer?
Very fine.
Look at him.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Then
He's
roll
sad.
the hammer, or they roll again. It just happened.
That's a 19.
Okay, so go ahead.
Hammer.
I didn't roll with advantage on a rapier attack.
Well,
It's been a little while.
Hit with rapier attack. You can try it again.
Oh, I missed.
Oh, you did? Oh, then yeah, by all means, roll the damage.
Okay. I just rolled it. That was advantage for 18 for the Claggeth.
Great.
And a 19 for my rapier hit.
Lovely.
All right.
How much damage?
8 points with the hammer.
Beautiful.
What's going on?
8 points with the rapier.
Wonderful.
Run down
So you
And
guys managed to double up on our previous
Excellent.
totals.
alright, so this Claggeth is
Start with
going
12.
to for the that is 7, 8, 9, 10 damage for the critical hit.
That's good.
And 7 for the other hit.
Oh my god.
Is now up.
Seeing as I can't get to this guy, I guess I'll help up
You could occupy the space of the hammer, I believe.
Oh, where's the hammer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bottom of the boat.
I'll step on the flaming hammer.
Bing,
Or
bong,
into it.
bong.
I'll fuse.
You'll fuse with the
Merge
flaming
with the
hammer.
flaming hammer. I am the flaming hammer. And I will take out my short sword and also fillet this fish. Woo! Advantage, right?
Yes.
That's 19, or 24 to hit. So
Oh, yeah.
that's 5 damage.
Okay.
Bonus action, double fist it in the head.
It's a
Joints
real
on
move.
the-
It's
Damage,
a
what was the damage on the first one?
or 5 damage. Yeah, I think that's.
Sorry, I heard double fist and I started giggling.
Oh, yeah.
All memory of everything else that happened to that.
Yeah. So I rolled wrong damage dice, but that was a 17 hit
Yeah.
and 6 damage.
Outstanding.
Yep.
The patented James T. Kirk.
Shoot jar.
Double fist.
Double J is.
Oh yeah. He's also going to shoot. And crossbow.
Get him, JJ.
That's an. Oh fuck. 12.
No, unfortunately not.
Oh.
And you rolled with advantage.
Yeah. It was 4 and 8.
Okay. Flo.
Oh, Flo's thinking that maybe I can just end this with a couple kind words. So I'm just going to move over here, peek over whoever's shoulder that is.
Looks like something.
I'm gonna use vicious mockery. We're gonna go like, "You, Marrow, the only culture that you have is the yeast cheese on your taint." Ha!
Good thing there are no children here. I guess stool might be one.
Yep.
What does that mean?
Wisdom saving throw.
Yeast.
I like yeast.
Yes. Again, it's double disadvantage. 3 damage.
Somehow that is the final thing and it kind of lurches off and splashes back in the water.
Fuck your
And you can just see it kind of like goes in and kind of sinks slowly to the
See
bottom.
some cheese rise up.
Point of order. This thing does not count.
That's
That's where you're wrong.
Listen, I didn't say
We created one.
Alright, I'm gonna
My wife and I have an ongoing argument whether robots can have teams.
Of course they do.
hop over here.
Bender definitely has a team.
Hey, are you looking for an independent publishing press? Someone you can really lock down some creative endeavors with? Well, I tell you, this company, it's called Brain Wraith Books. That's right, Brain Wraith Books. It's an independently owned publishing press, deeply rooted in the DIY ethic. That's do yourself. All books are formatted, designed, and printed and bound locally. So, it is Brain Wraith Books' mission to partner with creative people and bring their books to life. Why the hell not? Just check them out. Recently, they have a lovely book called In Granite Hands. It's a selected poems by Jim Fate. It seems lovely. Brought a tear to my face. That's right, Brain Wraith Books. Go check them out. Bye.
Since a robot typically would have neither of them.
Yeah, but when Bender's saying bite my shiny metal ass.
What if it's a sex robot?
Sex robot completely, all the rules get thrown out.
I'm gonna pull Doomjo out of here. The water.
Oh, okay, I thought you meant like
Look it up.
out of the sex robot. How did you get in the water?
Get off that thing. No.
No.
Oh, I'm gonna pull
Yeah.
Bupito out of the water.
Yeah, that sounds good. Thank you, my friend.
You're welcome.
Pupito will absolutely kill you last. Thank you. You are a good man.
It's the nicest thing you said all day.
What did Pupito say? What did Pupito say? What did he say?
You're a good fighter.
Yes.
You're a good boy.
Pupito, thanks you. All right. So with a little bit of work and effort, you can get the boats out of here. This is clearly the Marrow clearly used this as some sort of a trap for ships passing by. So the boat is going to be down those 29 hit points out of 100 though, so just keep that in mind.
Can I use mending to repair it?
You absolutely could.
Okay. How much of it can I repair?
It's a cantrip. You can just use it till it's. I think it's a 1 minute cast for each time, but you can just cast it a bunch, right?
Yeah.
I have it actually written down here. in my-
Mending.
Still casting that mending? Yeah, you know I am. Mending.
Maybe we should put Eldith at the front of the first boat. She seems to be the best at perception and survival.
Yeah, Duncan's got a pretty good perception too, so
Yeah.
maybe we just switch the boats.
Sure.
Wait, we can just switch the boards.
You know, I thought I had it listed.
Switch the people.
Does it say anything in the mending?
I guess I'll transfer them.
We've got good. Russia's good at.
Repairs a single break or tear in an object you touch, as long as the break or tear is no larger than 1 foot in any dimension. You mend it.
Does it say anything about constructs or anything in there?
Can physically repair a magic item or construct, but it can't restore magic to such an object. Examples it gives are a broken chain link, 2 halves of a broken key, a torn cloak, or a leaking wineskin.
Alternatively, I could use my tools.
What level spell is
I can attempt
It's a
it.
cantrip.
why don't we treat it as like, for right now, let's treat it as a healer spell, so we're doing it for 98 or something like that.
Okay.
I mean, you could basically, if you wanted to devote the time, you could absolutely just repair it right now.
5 minutes. Yeah.
Essentially.
Let's do that.
It'll take some time to do so. Okay, beautiful. Alright. The rest of the day passes pretty much without event. You guys are able to keep on trucking. You are now on day 11 of your travels. So if I could have everybody, or not everybody, but if I could get the morning survival checks, that would be splendid.
I will help whoever.
The middle?
I'll fit.
I can help. So Duncan, you're taking the survival test?
Yes, Elvis doing the
Navigation.
navigation.
You're on the front boat now, so it makes sense. I will.
It does make sense.
I'll help.
And
I was going to sing my eldest song
Yeah.
now. That's fantastic. Who brings the hell, death, a pleasant smell.
24.
Hell, death, she'll drink your ale while wearing chin bell. Eldith is my lass. Ha!
Hey. 20 for the fishing, not net.
Okay, that'll work.
Yeah.
24 for navigation.
Outstanding. You guys are doing very well. You are in no danger of going hungry, nor are you in any danger of getting lost.
Very nice.
You probably have, I'm going to say,
This is a new day.
yeah, this is the 11th day of your travels. I'm going to say you probably have another day of water, and after that you're going to have to start taking exhaustion off of the chamber.
So is the water
How could we find new water? Let's think about
poisonous,
that.
or like is the lake
Salt
be
water?
fouled?
Well, you know what? You could. You have a purifying food and water as well.
I don't have it prepared, but I can prepare it if I know
It's a
the
new day,
Yeah,
right?
so-
Yeah.
Yeah, the big problem is it's essentially salt water.
Yeah.
So you're not able to drink it like they say, but if you were purifying it, you absolutely would.
Okay, so
How much does that give
That
you?
will solve that problem.
We could build a stealth.
it's a lot. It's like
40 gallons.
everything within 5 feet or something like that. So we would have to put it in containers, but
5 feet worth of
I
containers.
can, I can make some barrels probably.
all
We have-
non-magical food and drink within a 5-foot radius is purified and rendered free of poison and disease.
Outstanding.
So-
So I think you guys will be all set then. So you make it through
think that's
the most of the 11th
Perfect.
day of your travels. This is 11 days since you busted out of Veldenvelv. That's how I'm keeping track of it, is since Veldenvelv. 11 days SV. And again, continuing on through, this is a more narrow area. You probably have about 10 to 15 feet of leeway on either side of the vessels as you're moving through this chamber. Everybody make a perception check for me.
Including the NPCs?
We'll just, it's not going to matter too much.
Okay.
20.
It's 20.
Natural.
18.
8.
10.
22.
Definitely heard you say it.
So one thing I know Travis always says.
She's always talking about water and how it doesn't matter when you spill it.
It's like his catchphrase.
I was talking about spilled water. for
Oh,
some
we got
reason.
jokes. See how it
Oh my
is.
gosh, we're gonna make T-shirts.
Oh no, is this a fork? We're gonna have to choose.
We are now on day 12. So everybody has had the equivalent of an extended rest. If I could have the foraging / navigation. And also, Duncan, I presume that you are going to do one cure, or purify food and water.
It's a ritual,
as
right?
part of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
More Elmeth.
I will help.
Or
I'm helping.
I am helping.
25, not 24 then.
so that's 23 for survival.
23 for survival, perfect.
Yeah.
25.
The surviving thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
And the navigating thing.
that's an 18 out of 10.
That's even higher.
Bigger number.
So 31.
What?
Yeah.
We're not getting lost, Travis. Don't even.
Sorry, the DC was 32.
No.
Inspiration plus guidance plus you rolled an 18 plus she's got a +5.
She smells the air and can sense the path.
Yeah, she pretty much just saw through a school.
Oh, this teleports.
A festival.
All right.
Hell yeah.
How many of those inspirations do you have?
I have 3 bardic inspirations a day, and I get them back on a long rest. So really, I can spill them out. Sometimes I'll kind of
Oh,
hold
speaking
them.
of inspiration,
so I can dodge.
take inspiration for booking the room, and Mike, take inspiration for getting the chat going when I did not.
Oh.
And also for bringing the map.
Double inspiration.
All the
No,
inspirations.
no, you can only have one.
You can pretend you have 2 though.
The Dark Lake Voyage takes you into a narrow, 30-foot wide, Fair's Rest lit tunnel of eerie quiet. Do you guys remember the Fair's Rest? The weird kind of glow that happens in certain points of the Underdark. This tunnel is definitely very well lit there. The sounds of the paddles gently lapping on the water echoes on the walls, while water occasionally drips from unseen sources high above. The eerie purple glow illuminates blind cavefish that move mindlessly about near the surface of the water. Some of the fish are so unaware of your presence that they run into your boat. As you round a bend, you see a diamond-shaped small islet of limestone and stalagmites, some 50 feet ahead. You're going to be closer to it by the time the encounter starts. The tunnel forks at the islet, with the dark lake flowing to the left and right of the bit of dry rock. Your eyes are drawn to a wicked sight upon the island. A pyramid of bones, at least 8 feet high and 5 feet wide in its base.
Shit.
Sitting atop this pile is a large horned ram's skull, carefully positioned to be facing your direction, with its empty sockets gazing intently at you. As you're considering the significance of this display, some bizarre violet beam of light from behind a stalactite above the islet just put a hole in the lead keelboat.
Shit.
You are now taking on water, and you do not have time to think. As your boat continues to drift and start to slowly sink at this fork.
Oh.
A strange 10-foot spherical creature has emerged from behind the large stalactite and is floating your way. Put that right. That's good. Perfect. All right. Initiatives, please. Great. All right, today we have more 20. Ooh, that's good. All right, we have 15 to 20.
19 for Sindri and 19 for Sarah.
That's 10 to 15. Okay, so we have a huge gap then between Darren, Dill, and everything else. Less than 10.
9.
6 for Jim Dark.
A rush cat?
Yeah, 4.
Oh no.
5 for Bubido. Torpedo.
Okay.
And 3 for flow.
And I heard rush on 4.
Yeah.
I'm doing an intelligence check.
Sure you can. Yeah, go for it.
What would be nature?
That's always the place to
Doesn't matter.
start.
16.
On a nature, it's undead of some sort. You think this was actually, probably. You've never seen one, but certainly you've heard of beholders. This is a dead beholder.
Holy fuck.
Despite being dead, it's still cranking around pretty good. And this one is kind of
Eyes,
a
maybe?
cataract over.
Now, it peeled off of the shrine?
No, there's stalactites up on the ceiling,
Gotcha.
and it came around from behind one of those.
Okay.
So there's still that here. You can put this over on the island, just to represent the pile of bones, back a little bit. Keep going. That's good right there. But put it in squares and be sorry. Perfect. Okay.
Here you go.
Sindri is up first.
What a pretty shrine.
So the bean came from the shrine, not from the beholder.
No, it came from the
No,
beholder.
it came from
Yeah.
the beholder.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry.
You guys were looking at the shrine like, what the hell is that? And the thing came out, floated out from behind a stalagmite, and hit
So,
your boat with a knife.
Are the boats? Are this boat just like sitting in place at this point?
No, it's still kind of floating, but this one is starting to sink rapidly.
This one.
Yep, and you
Okay.
probably have only a handful of rounds before it's actually completely underwater.
Fook. Alright, I gotta do some counting here.
Oh, nice.
Alright, I'm gonna summon a turret. He's gonna
Cool.
start messing around with his tools and kind of plop something on the ground and
Right here?
right here on our boat. And we'll use this guy for the
Boat
turret.
turret.
What is this?
Cannon.
Bunk. Alright, so in order to summon that, let's remember how this works. Okay. So it takes an action to summon it, and then a bonus action to activate it. So the one I'm summoning is called a Force Ballista. So it's going to make a ranged spell attack originating from the turret within 120 feet.
Cool.
Alright. That's 11 plus 5, so that's 16.
That'll hit.
Awesome. And it will do 2d8. 2, 10 damage,
Nice.
and pushes it back 5 feet.
Excellent. Seraph. I think that's still you, actually.
It's still me.
Nice.
Seraph can't really do anything,
Double
honestly.
times.
Oh, could Seraph use his turn to maneuver the boat?
Sure.
You guys want to go up farther?
I'm
See-
gonna save everyone on that.
just go adjacent to this
Yeah,
one? Yeah.
we should be.
How far can I move it?
You should be able to move it. I don't know. Let's just say 30 feet.
Okay.
Hey guys.
Looks like you sprung a hole.
You left?
This is why we brought this bear.
There's a boat in the back.
Beep, beep. Didn't have room on the map for it, but here we go.
Alright, that seems like an effective use.
It's effective use of a round, I would
Yeah.
think so. Okay. Eldith.
No, Duncan. Right? Eldith
No,
got
I had Eldith
Eldith
first
got
and
a
Duncan.
6. Duncan got a 17.
Oh, okay, then I had you guys reversed. I had it the other way around. Oh, wait, you know what? Sorry, I was looking at the last combat. Yes, Duncan!
Duncan! The power of Moredin rebukes ye! I will turn undead.
Sounds good. Now, how does this work again?
It's
Dive.
DC save against, what is it, my wisdom? Yeah, wisdom save against a DC of 13.
Okay.
It's them and believing in religion again.
It's not. It has advantage on this. It's a wisdom save, you said?
Wisdom.
Come on. Its wisdom is garbage, though, so 9 and a... Come on. 9 and a 10.
Whoa.
So is there a... So how does this work now?
It is turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage,
Okay.
and it must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can.
Sounds good.
It cannot willingly move into a space within 30 feet of you.
Beautiful.
For its action, it can only use the dash action or try to escape. If it can't escape, then it can use the dodge action.
Perfect.
Amazing.
So
Okay.
with that, I will say
Nobody move! Nobody attack it! Get the boat to shore.
Alright, Darendil is up.
I wouldn't expect
I'm
him
gonna
to
push to
listen.
the front of the boat. Ah! And just
Ready in action?
he'll ready some claws if this beholder comes close.
Cool. Fane?
I will. I'm gonna I'm gonna move up.
Mm-hmm.
5, 10, 15. And if this beholder comes closer to us for any reason, I'm going to shoot it with fireball.
Sounds good. Jimjar.
What's your god again? See, Flo pulls out her notebook and is like, huh?
Oh, we should talk.
Oh
I've accepted Moredin as your personal savior.
No.
Moredin loves to proselytize.
Moredin?
Alright.
Never heard of him.
Moredin?
Bupito will help steer a boat.
Oh, thank God.
Bupito will help you steer a boat. So move boat up to corner. Keep going. Move over a little more to right.
Right.
Yeah, that's good enough. Let's see. Rush. Oh, Rush. What did I do on your
Yes. I don't know. I don't know.
I'd like to talk to you about a podcast I've happened to tripped over. It's called Real Doofs. That's R-E-E-L. And that real actually means reels. These things that film used to come on back in my dwarven hometown. Anyway, it's a podcast. And the Adventures with Drew. There's this guy. He's seen a lot of important and classic movies, and his two doof, idiot, jerk-off friends. I don't know if they're jerk-off friends. I'm just textualizing. Brian and Joe, they seem like nice guys who haven't seen. It's impressive how much they haven't seen. You listen in as Drew makes the guys, the doofs, guess what they think the movies are based on, what they kind of have preconceived in their own lives. And then they actually watch the movie. But here's the real cool thing. Instead of just hearing their, post, whatever, it's snipped in. So you can hear a little bit of that movie, exactly the spot that they're experiencing. It's quite nice. It's good, well done. Anyway, enjoy Real Doofs. Comes out every Wednesday. They did Terminator. They did Jaws. I wonder what's next. Real Doofs.
Who did I miss after Lupito? I've got Flo still.
Yeah.
Did Rush, or what did Pepito get for initiative?
Well, but Peter had a 5.
Yeah.
Rush had a 4. So
Had a
Rush
4.
went out of turn.
Yeah, that's fine.
So who was after Jimjar?
Let's play Jim Jar, then who had number 5 or 5?
Did Seraph go?
Sarah's one hit.
Eldith had a 6.
So Eldith has not gone, correct?
Oh,
He's the
Eldest.
one I missed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's give Eldith an action.
Eldith, they'll row her boat ashore.
Sounds good.
Hallelujah.
Row your boat.
So Rush and Flo, you were both up.
Rush went
I already went. I
out of turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Flo.
Come on. Grab a stool
Oh yeah.
and hop the shore.
Great idea. Bring Stool onto the shore with
That'd be
the.
fun there. And if I can, I'd like to do a religion investigation on the shrine.
Sure.
That's going to be, it's 16.
16. Honestly, it's not a religion that you're familiar with. You're not really sure what the deal is with it, to be perfectly candid. It's very unusual. It's not part of any religious iconography or ceremony that you are familiar with.
Interesting. Stool, don't worry. Just hold on to me. I got you. By the way, you hungry?
What does Stool eat?
Because I'm
Nutrients, dirt.
Neem oil.
Nutrients. You have to rub them with oil every day.
Dump a bunch of neem oil on him. Fertilizer.
I got something to drink here if you liking to have it.
Oh. Oh god.
Liking, because
Oh, that's why you said that.
You're fired.
God.
You're fired from that contract. I'm sorry. Okay. Scatter gather these little friends around there if you would be so kind.
We have saved ye from the beholder menace.
You're welcome. Bring us your gratitude.
Bring us your leader. Whoa, flying V formation? I don't think they're that advanced.
That's pretty good.
Hey, when you got an undead beholder in your team, you never know what could happen.
These are the Mighty Ducks.
Oh man!
What? Oh, sorry.
Mighty Ducks. Terrifying.
It's Emilio.
Well, actually, symmetrical with the other side.
Have to add these in as well.
Love these.
And this one.
Bring them out! Bring them out!
Any specials?
The red one should be the farthest.
Travis is like, okay, you made my one guy run away for a whole 10 turns. Fuck this shit. So,
For the record, this was on.
I believe you.
It's like they were waiting for us in this formation for a very long time.
I could.
It's alright.
Wait, shh, someone's coming, guys. Get in formation.
We practiced.
Be ready when our big break comes.
One.
So the
fuck.
skull, the weird form skull, appears to be a Minotaur skull, which is attached to a Minotaur skeleton, which pulls itself out of the pile of bones. The rest of the bones kind of cascade down into the piles, and then summon together, forming rickety skeleton warriors that follow the Minotaur towards you. Sindri.
Well, I said I should have saved that channel divinity.
Yeah, now that there's 8 skeletons in front of us.
10 skeletons. Well, 11 plus the Minotaur.
Sindri is very unhappy with the recent turn of events.
Look, Stool's right in front.
Stool's next.
Don't worry, Stool. You can count on me. Don't worry. Just calm down.
Oh no!
Alright, Sindri will activate the turret first. It'll move 15 feet, 5, 10, 15, and then it will blast at the Minotaur.
Self-propelled turret, that's awesome.
I know.
My wife is playing
Fuck.
an artificer in our next game. They have a new one, which is the battlesmith, like a mechanical animal companion. So she's going to have a mechanical wombat.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Smashing creatures with its cartilaginous hindquarters. She's quite excited.
That is probably not a hit. It's like 11?
Nope, close, but no cigar, unfortunately.
Alrighty, Sindri will now shoot with his crossbow at this monster here. Number 2. That's definitely a miss. That's an 8.
An 8 will not hit.
Ugh, and now I'll retreat. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Seraph is up.
See you again.
Alright. Seraph will cast Fairy Fire. It's a 20-foot cube, correct? Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. I know. So here, so it's 10 in each direction, right?
Yeah.
Not bad.
Not too bad at all.
And then Seraph will. Looks like Seraph has. Not that much. I think Seraph will stay on the boat.
Sounds good. Duncan.
Well, I hate to be a one-trick pony, but I'll be a two-trick pony. So drop a spiritual hammer there.
If you're playing a cleric and you do not take spiritual hammer when you get second level, you are a fool.
Truly. That and Spirit Guardian are just like.
This time, it looks like an anvil.
Nice.
Oh.
It's dropping out of the sky.
It's like Kirby.
Can you make a piano next?
And it moves like an anvil, that's a 1. So
Unfortunately.
it's a miss. And then I'll use Sacred Flame on the same one, why not?
Alright, sounds good. Sacred Flame, that is a 13. What is it, Dex save or Wisdom?
Dex.
13.
DC is 13. So Duncan is ineffective as usual. But
It's
he will
not true.
step
You
up.
made the beholder run away.
Yeah.
All right.
That was mean.
Darendale is up.
Arundel's gonna pounce off the boat and charge towards this nearest skeleton.
This is where he shines.
Yay.
How about the
Want to go here? Or this way you can get attacks of opportunity if they all move around him.
Oh, I see.
and that's a 22 and a 19.
Those will both hit.
French.
We have 8 damage on one attack, and the second attack is a 7 damage.
All right. Well, that is enough to basically just smash the thing to pieces. So Darendale just comes off the boat, sweeps with both of his claws, takes the leg out from under it, and then smashes the skull down, pulverizing it with his second blow.
That's awesome.
But he has gotten the notice of the Minotaur skeleton that just kind of hangs its head, blue glowing fire coming out of its eyes. Okay, so that was Darendale. Fane, you are up.
Alright, as a bonus action, I will start singing my blade song.
Start singing a song.
Do the mist thing again. That was cooler.
What sound does the mist make?
So the blade song.
It's like old ragtime.
I will shoot a firebolt at this guy right here.
That's good.
That is a 15.
That'll hit.
10 damage.
Outstanding. What number is that one?
That one is 8.
Excellent.
And I also going to move towards it.
Sounds good.
Splish, splash.
Fane does a like Jon Snow coming out of the boat kind of thing through the water, just up to his waist with his sword,
And I'm
driving in.
pulling my rapier out.
Outstanding. Singing loudly the now somewhat familiar notes of the blade song.
I don't have to shave my legs.
Who wears short shorts?
Jimjar!
He's gonna. I think he's that one, right? So he's gonna move up along there. He's gonna shoot the same one.
The same one that
Fane
just
just
attacked?
yeah.
Great.
16 to hit.
That will hit.
Sneak attack. 6, 9, 11 damage.
That is enough. So the crossbow bolt comes flying past Fane's shoulder, shattering the skull of that
The one right in
skeleton,
front of the stool.
having it collapse to its feet.
Right there. Right there. Corner. Yep.
25.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna attack that one right there.
Cool.
The short sword. Try to stab him in the eyes, I guess.
Or where the eyes would be.
Or where the eyes would be. 14 to hit.
That will hit.
7 damage.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna.
It now has a short sword rattling around inside of its empty skull.
Yep. Then I'm gonna key point patient defense.
All right.
Yeah.
And from there we have Flo.
Let's see. Just gonna get a little bit of room away from these guys. I'm gonna do another fairy fire, I think. We'll around this group, get the last 3.
Bring
Are you leaving the...
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, no.
No, tell me to go back in the boat.
Oh, no. Still, oh, no, I didn't mean that.
Just toss him back in the boat.
Defend me, stool.
Yeah. No, we don't talk about that. Still all heal you always.
Sindri feels so bad.
So you got advantage on all of them puppies.
14 was a...
With a
was
pass.
a
14.
pass or...
14 is a pass.
13 for DC, I think.
I believe 13 is probably the save on Flo.
Yeah.
So 1/6.
It's hard to get above a 13 save at 3rd level.
Even though, why don't I make fun of just how bony he is using my bardic inspiration and drop that roll down -5?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
So
Done.
I wasn't aware you could do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cutting words.
That's very cool. All right. So one skeleton. I don't have a laser pointer, but that one right there is going to come straight at Flo.
Oh, fuck. Well, boy.
Let's see, they've got 30 move. It can get there.
Mm-hmm.
The run right there, the Minotaur skeleton, is going to come forward and stand right in front of Dendril. So I think it's just a. Actually, first it will back up, and then it will charge and head down.
No.
And then the other these five here are going to surround Rush. And in fact, you can even make room to get that last one coming in as well.
Hey guys.
So they basically will completely surround Rush. So that is how many on him right now? 6?
6.
Alright, so 6 attacks on Rush.
Disadvantage because of patient defense.
Fair enough?
These were party inspirations.
Alright, so that's a 6. Second one is only was a crit and a 7.
Nice.
Let's see, we have a 16 and a 14. 14 is not
Nope.
it, right?
60
Oh my
AC.
God.
Yep.
Next one, that's a miss. Next one, we have a 20 and a crit.
Oh,
so 20
no.
will
Okay,
hit you.
sure, that's fine.
That's going to be, it's stabbed for 3 points of damage.
Love it.
How many have I done so far? That's 4, right? Or 4 or 5?
I think it's 4.
And that's a miss.
6 total.
Yeah. And that's a miss. That was probably that was a great
Yeah.
round.
Yeah.
3 points of damage for 6 creatures. That's
Yep.
not bad at all.
well
So on Darendil, though, the Minotaur comes in. It is a 25 to hit.
That'll do it.
All right, and he hits him doing. This is going to be math. Hit points of damage. 27 points of damage, and I need a strength save from Darendil.
13.
He gets pushed 10 feet back and knocked prone.
Oh, fuck.
And 27 points of damage.
27 points.
Holy shit.
Damn.
Thank God he has like 50 HP.
All right. Those are the skeletons. Sindri, you are up.
Sindri saw that awful Minotaur.
Oh, and you didn't swing on Flo yet, did I?
No. I'm going to use my cunning blade. Just that check.
Sounds good. It's a 17 to hit.
Okay.
Come on.
Yeah, miss. 5. So
Beautiful.
12.
Love it. Very nicely done, sir. Hold on. Sindri, you are up.
Alright, bonus action, move the turret 15 feet, 5, 10, 15. Shoot at the Minotaur. That's a miss. Damn. Sindri himself will move 5, 10, 15, 25, and over here. And shoot at the Minotaur also. That's an 18 to hit.
18 to hit will hit.
Great. And 28.
That was against the Minotaur, right?
That's correct.
Yep.
That is max damage. 12 piercing.
12 piercing?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Weirdly enough, they do not have piercing resistance.
I think.
Love it. Okay, Seraph is now up.
Okay, Seraph will. What will Seraph do? Seraph's gonna try to help Rush out. 5, 10, and shoot the hand crossbow at that fella.
Advantage on that, I
Yeah,
believe.
that's 19.
19 will hit.
And DC 13 con for poison, unless they're immune to poison.
They are, in fact, immune to poison.
Great. 1d6. That is 7 piercing damage.
What number is that one?
Number 2.
Excellent. Okay. Duncan.
Duncan. Alright, let's move the hammer around to this side. That's 11, 15, 16. 16 against the Minotaur.
16 will hit.
Nice. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 points of whatever that is, force damage.
Very good.
And then Duncan's gonna step up. He's in. Darendil's in like
Prone.
decent shape, right? Like half fish.
He's just looking a little worse for the wear.
Little rough.
Yeah. More than half of the hit points are
As
gone.
long as we keep him away from the big guy.
Yeah.
And he's prone right now. So.
Slow him down. I'm going to step up, cast Searing Smite, and have at it. Have at thee! It's only a 10.
Unfortunately, that's not enough.
Alright.
It lasts until you hit though, right?
Yeah, for a minute.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, Darendil is now up again.
Standing up.
Great.
He doesn't like that thing that just hit him. So
I
he's
would
gonna
imagine not.
barrels over there.
Pretty accurate.
Started foaming at the mouth a little bit. Ooh.
Oh no.
That's a 5 and a 3. Or actually, a 10 and an 8.
Both of those will miss.
Okay.
Thane?
I'm gonna
Fancy.
see my friend in danger. I'm gonna rush over here. No, actually, I will Misty Step. No, just kidding.
I mean, Christ, man, why wouldn't you? It's like half the fun of being in a labyrinth.
Oh, yeah, it is. It is pretty awesome, but I'll save it for now.
Panic button.
So I will swing my rapier as I do. Green flames erupt from it, a green flame blade. So I'll get advantage on the attack against number 6.
He already has advantage.
Jesus.
That's a 10 to hit.
With the advantage?
Yeah.
I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not.
That's too bad.
It was worth a shot. Looks cool. Looks cool while you were doing it.
The green flames fizzle out as the swing
Jim Jar.
misses.
Jimjar is going to get within 30 feet of the Minotaur and hand crossbow. Yeah, I don't know if he's...
30 now. 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever.
Shoot between the legs, yeah. Yeah, 22 to hit.
22
Oh
will
shit,
hit.
I rolled
Yes.
6, 5, and a 4.
That will 100% hit.
17 damage.
17 damage?
Yep.
That is enough to destroy that one.
Woo! Love it.
So you just take that one right out of there.
Minotaur?
Oh, I'm sorry, the Minotaur.
With the Minotaur, yeah.
Oh, right.
Not destroyed.
17 damage. No, that does not destroy though. I'm sorry. I got distracted. My bad. Unfortunately. No, still up.
Very good.
But still, that was
Still 17 damage.
hell of a hit. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go Jimjar.
What did he use? Oh, he's got the sneak attack.
Yeah.
Eldeth is up.
I'm doing it at the start of the move now instead of the end. Flo, you seem like you're going to be fine.
I got Boopido on my side.
There you go.
Nothing's ever gone wrong around Lupido.
He's ready to stab.
On the other hand, those guys, it's a lot of them around Rush.
I'll be fine.
Alright, let's get the
I know what I'm
picture.
going to do.
I was just like dancing over there.
I'm so mobile. So it's a 19 and a 12
On the big guy?
on the Minotaur.
On the Minotaur. Both will hit.
Both were.
Oh.
Nice.
7 and 4, 11 points a day, piercing damage. Poke, poke.
Okay, the beholder continues to float as rapidly as it can out to sea. Let's see, Boopido.
Nice. I was hoping that Boopido could kind of come down at an angle on the little skeleton.
He's more likely to just run around with his little feet and just go shing, shing, shing,
Oh,
shing,
shing,
shing. Yeah.
That should, I believe, do it. That's going to be 13.
13, that will absolutely do it.
Okay, that's going to be 5 damage.
All right. Which number is that?
That's number 4.
Okay.
Lupido kind of scary.
Okay, now we've got Rush.
Guys, maybe we should focus the Minotaur, and then I'm going to spend 2 key points and cast darkness around myself.
Hell yes.
Yep. So 15 feet radius. Yeah.
In all
sphere.
directions?
Yeah, in all directions. 15 feet from me.
Does it emanate from you always?
I'll choose like a rock on the ground, I guess, or from a point where I
Fane can't
choose.
see currently.
That's fine. Yeah,
Fane is
15.
currently completely blinded.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
You heard Rush say something, and then all of a sudden, like,
Focus the Minotaur.
darkness around you.
Just tell me when you're done.
That's how he wins.
It's a sphere.
That's for
Yeah.
them,
Yeah.
Oh, it's a sphere?
15-foot
That's
radius.
Oh, okay.
So it's 3.
Actually, yeah, it's
3
three
from
wow.
squares. It's 3 squares in any
5, 10,
direction.
15.
Yeah. Yep. Just tell me you guys are done. I'll be here.
Fair enough. Flow is up. It wouldn't be. Yeah, just do it as squares. It's easier.
Okay.
Basically.
Draw a perfect circle right now.
It's so hard to draw.
3 squares adjacent to him in any
Gotcha.
direction.
Basically, just all the skeletons around me. That was the purpose of that.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm going to cast
Huge.
Dissonant Whispers on the Minotaur. I have a little song. I'm going to unsling my viola. Used to be so strong.
That's ages.
Sadly, your soul spark will not respond. Death becomes you.
Hey Rob, I don't know if you want to use it on this attack, but you definitely have inspiration now to do this tonight.
Actually, I probably should.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Can you use inspiration after you roll?
I would
Actually,
prefer
is this
it's
a
done
Whispers
ahead of
or a saving
time.
throw?
I'd like to. It's basically used to give advantage or to cancel disadvantage. I'd rather use it that way than as a reroll.
Okay.
On the flip side, though, it's also doing.
Oh boy. What a hootenanny, huh? Do you think we're gonna get through this one? I don't know. It's tough to say. We got a good crew. As long as we can get our act together. Stick with the plan. Anyway, you've been listening to Dungeonetics. Thank you so much. Your continued patronage in this magical thing which will only provide an outlet for the creative mind. It's brought to you by me and the lovely people at the Geekonomics Podcast Network. Go check them out. We got some good stuff on there, including a wizard that plays in our Dungeonetics thing. Go check out our back catalog as well. Dungeonetics@gmail.com, Dungeonetics on Instagram, Dungeonetics at Twitter. Oh, and don't forget, 2 lovely artists, Games Brown and Kellen, both can be reached on Bandcamp. Pretty sure SoundCloud. And we do get some lovely bits from the wonderful people at freesounds.org. That's right, check them out. It's an easy website to remember because I needed free sounds. The internet's amazing. As always, have a lovely adventure. And remember, inside of each and every one of us, there is a